Welcome to Reflection Tuesday for October 6, 2020. Are you more like Mary or like Martha? The story in today's gospel is well known. Mary is sitting at Jesus' feet, and Martha is complaining to Jesus that Mary is not helping her fix lunch. And we get the feeling that she might be sort of standing over Jesus with her hands on her hips while she complains. Mary has chosen to listen, to be told by Christ what to do. But Martha tries to tell Jesus what to do. Mary is complimented for choosing the better part, which will not be taken away from her. Martha is sort of criticized by Jesus, which has to be a little bit uncomfortable for her. But we notice that Martha is not criticized for her service and hospitality. She's criticized for her worries and anxieties about many things. Jesus spoke to Martha with tough love. He wasn't afraid to shut her down, but he also felt compassion for her because in all her worries and anxieties about the opposing forces in her life, she was missing the present, the sacramental moment of the day, with Jesus right in front of her. Now, Mary was probably a very busy person too, but she's letting her soul catch up with her body as she listens to Jesus, as she participates in the sacrament of the moment. We all have opposing forces in our lives, and sometimes we miss the sacramental moments because we're pulled in so many different directions. A few years ago, I attended a deacon's retreat where the retreat leader was Terry Hershey, a very popular Protestant minister, writer, and speaker. You may have read some of his books or heard him speak at the lectures at the Los Angeles Religious Education Congress over the past 35 years. That's how long he's been doing it. At the retreat, Terry told us a story about being in the airport in Atlanta. He travels first class, up front, get on first and all that. But there seemed to be some sort of delay, and he was becoming impatient. He'd been waiting in line a while and wanted to get on the plane. He wanted to get settled. He had some work to do. And he was thinking, come on, let's go. What the heck is taking so long for these people to get off the plane? It's taken forever. Then Terry noticed a guy in BDUs, a military camouflage battle dress uniform, holding a sign that said, I love you. And suddenly, the flight attendant brought out a girl about 10 years old, the man's daughter, and she had her unaccompanied minor ID and all that. Now, apparently, the dad had just come back from deployment, and this was a big surprise. The little girl saw the sign and saw her dad and dropped everything and just ran to him. And the dad dropped the sign, got down on his knees, and they embraced in this classic father-daughter hug. Best hug ever. And they both began to cry. Terry said you could have heard a pin drop. Nobody moved. Nobody was texting. Nobody was checking email. Nobody was on their phone. And suddenly the room exploded with cheers and applause, and lots of eyes were turning red. Everybody wanted to be part of that hug. It was the sacrament of the moment, the sacrament of the present. A sacramental moment can be your sanctuary for the day, your connection with God for the day. Clearly, it can be a hug at the airport. The sacrament of the moment can be anything where the Holy Spirit manages to get your attention. Heaven knows he or she is trying all day long to do just that. Get your attention so you can enjoy the sacrament of the moment. As homework, maybe tonight before you go to sleep, identify your sacramental moment for the day and say thank you. Do it again tomorrow night and maybe the next. Today, even with all the fires and politics and coronavirus and protesting, we still have a chance to let our souls catch up with our bodies, to slow down enough to notice the sacrament of the moment, the sacrament of the present, to be part of the hug. Peace be with you. Stay safe and healthy. See you next week.